Okay.
See action.
This is Big Quad TV right here. Sitting with my man's our tour guide, Awesome.
Thank you, man.
And he's gonna explain something about how the pyramids, why they worship the pyramids and the sun and all that. Okay, go ahead.
So, hi guys, my name is Asim. I'm an Egyptian tour guide. Before we talk about my hair, I was sleepy, that's why it's like non-brushed, uncombed. So, anyway, my man here was asking about the sun and the relation between the sun and Amun-Ra. And the relation between the god Amun-Ra, the god of the sun, and the shape of the pyramid. First of all, the god of the sun, Amun-Ra, in ancient Egypt really played a very important role. He was one of the most important gods in ancient Egypt. His role was to bring the solar disk to the sky early morning, so the ancient Egyptians can go outside their houses, outdoors, and work in their agricultural lands and do their daily jobs in order to get feed at the end. So, they worshipped the god Amun-Ra, and he was considered to be one of the main gods in ancient Egypt. About the shape of the pyramid. The shape of the pyramid, we have many theories about the invention of the shape of the pyramid and why the shape in particular. One of the theories is related with the god Amun-Ra. The idea is that if you look to the solar disk during midday, you will notice that the light beams are very strong, and between every two light beams coming out from the solar disk or from the sun disk has a shape of a pyramid between them. This is the idea. This theory is supported by the theory that the ancient Egyptian learned everything by observing the nature around them, the environment around them. The other theory is talking about that the pyramid shape is gonna be used as a staircase or a ramp to allow the king to ascend to the afterworld or to the afterlife or to heaven. And there is also other many theories related with the relation of God Bita and how he created the world. What does it
So they worship the sun. The actual sun is Amun-Ra, right?
The sun's solar disk has a god that brings it every early morning to the sky, and this god named Amun-Ra. Originally we had two gods. We had Amun and Ra. Both of them were two different gods. This is the original story. In the Old Kingdom, Amun was the god of the sun in Upper Egypt in the south, while Ra was the god of the sun in North Egypt, or Heliopolis nowadays. It's an area in Cairo, Greater Cairo. But during the Middle Kingdom, what happened that a king named Mentuhotep II came in the Middle Dynasty. He wanted to unify the people of Egypt under the worship of one main god. So he combined, or he mixed between the two gods and called the god of the sun by Amun-Ra.
Oh, okay.
And since the Middle Kingdom to the end of the Egyptian history, ancient Egyptian history, they use the god of the sun as Amun-Ra.
So the sun, they would go out every morning and look at the sun and worship it.
Worshipping it means that they used to pray for it, and they used to do that in the temples, not in the streets. They used to have a temples for the god Amun-Ra. Like, for example, we used to have a temple for god Amun-Ra in Siwa Oasis, which is about it's southwest of Cairo. It's like 180 kilometers or something like that, 200 kilometers. They used to have temples for god Amun-Ra. For example, in Luxor, we have Luxor and Karnak temples. All of them are built for god Amun-Ra, to worship the god Amun-Ra, the god of the sun. So he was one of the most supreme gods in ancient Egypt, because he, as I told you, he's played a very important role, which is bringing the solar disk to the sky every early morning.
Okay. And so is that where you get the term Sunday from? Is that they directed the first day of the week and call it Sunday? Is that how that day comes about?
No, this is the idea that the ancient Egyptian didn't have the traditional week that we're talking about. The ancient Egyptian used to have the calendar in ancient Egypt that every 10 days is a week. Every 3 weeks is a month. will make the total day of the month is 30 days. Okay, so every month he used to have only 3 weeks. Every week is 10 days.
Okay.
And every 12 days is a year, which will every 12 months is a year, which will make the total days of the year 360. There is 5 days missing, right? These 5 days used to be different festivals that used to be celebrated during the year in different timing.
Okay.
Okay?
Gotcha.
Like for example, we have the Opti festival, which is a marriage between Amun-Ra and his wife Mut, his consort Mut, goddess Mut, of course. We used to have
What's the wife name?
Sorry?
What's the wife name?
The goddess Mut. Goddess Mut is the royal or the goddess divine wife to God Amun-Ra.
Okay.
And we have other festivals, like for example also the New Year festival we celebrated. The New Year, also for example you can say the harvest was celebrated when they used to harvest, also to harvest, the fields. So we have a lot of festivals that used to celebrate it during the year, that you'll find the total number of the years at the end is 365 days.
Okay.
Okay.
Shukran.
Afwan. You're welcome.
Signing off, signing out. You heard it live, Quad TV. Shalom.